What's up, Ramblers? Your favorite CEO is back. And before we begin today's podcast, make sure you hit the subscribe button to never miss an episode. And follow Assistance HQ and Offsource HQ across all platforms to stay up to date on the latest content, updates, and more. And remember, if you need a virtual assistant, visit us at offsource.tech. Now, before we begin, a word from our sponsor. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Ramblings. I'm your host, Angelo Roberts. I know you guys have not seen me in a little bit. I've been taking some hiatuses here and there, but today I have with me another wonderful guest host, a friend and a business partner of mine, Jerome Houser III. Not necessarily Junior. Yes, Junior. Little man's the third.
He's not even the third. I'm ending with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was wrong. Look at me.
That's
anyway.
All
It's all love. Listen, so Junior and Junior, look, another Junior that we have on the podcast. And so there's someone who was a third. Can't remember
Jasper,
right now.
Jasper's the third.
There we go. Jasper's a third. So I'm like, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. And you guys are like cousins. You guys are cousins. So yes, business owner, friend, partner, CEO of Kwaulity Made. How are you doing today? What's going on? Give us a little bit of introduce yourself.
I'm doing good. Today is just another day. We coming together and chopping it up about a couple things. I'm doing what I do daily, you feel me? Watching my son, building on this business venture and chopping it up with one of my good mans, man. And figuring out some things, and trying to put some pieces together. That's about it.
I absolutely love it. So me and OF go back, not necessarily far, but I guess far enough at this particular point as time goes on. So now technically we're now in business together and everything. But what I really want to talk about is, let's start with like your activism. I would consider OF a very large figure or pillar in the community in terms of activism. Talk about some of the things you do. I mentioned like the weekend lunch and breakfast. Talk about some of the things that you have going on.
So yeah, as he said, we do a couple things in the community, CTRBG and a couple other organizations that we get together with as far as like sports academy and things of that nature. What we do is every weekend on Saturdays and Sundays, we have a pancake breakfast and or lunch. So from 11 to 2, you can come through to 126 Hazel and or Hazel and Shelton, depending on where we're at, but it'll be those two locations which are in the same, area. And get you some breakfast, some lunch, some conversation. We building on different rapports to be able to do for our own community as far as putting resources together and, making sure that the people in our community have something at least to put in their stomachs during the day, to feel that they could have a sound mind, when you're hungry, you can't think clearly. So we just thought about how to figure out how to, alleviate certain issues to be able to bring upon certain solutions in our community. And that starts with, a donation and the things that we do.
So how did you guys start that? Like, were you guys just like, hey, let's just start giving out food? Like, how did things start moving when you guys decided to start doing that? Like, how did that happen?
I want to say around 2016. That's when we got started with the breakfast and everything. That came about because we were just sitting there thinking about a couple things that we could do in the community that'll help take a couple pressures off of the people in the community. And we were just going through a bunch of different ideas, me and CTRBG. And, we decided, like, we came to a consensus that this is something that we could do on a daily or, at least every weekend and be able to become a pillar or, something that to be able to be a change within our community. So we were just trying to be a change, you feel me? Nothing more, nothing less. And then come from nothing outside of just wanting to make sure that our people knew that our people loved each other, you feel me? And that we was willing to come together and do something for each other. like most of the, things that we get, it comes from people in our circle, but also a donation, you feel me? Like our people come in, they put money on the table, fruit on the table, food on the table, knowing that it's going to go back into the community, even clothes and things of that nature. So it's just about, like I said, I keep saying donation because I don't subscribe to donations, because I say a nation that does for itself, you feel me, doesn't need a donation. When you have a donation, you feel me, paying your dues towards your nation is going to make sure that you got resources in order to be resourceful for your nation. So a donation is better than a donation because I don't know what a dough is, but I know what a do is.
I like that because you're doing. That's probably why all these donations don't go to real things in a lot of these other communities and things like that. So I like what you
Yeah.
guys are doing right there. So we're now in business and we've started an entertainment together company. Talk about how long you've been doing music. Like, what is music for you? Like, how long have you been into music?
I've been doing music as far as freestyling and things of that nature since I was around 7, 8 years old. As far as like putting songs together, that started coming about when I was like 16. But I literally I love music, man. I feel like music is just is an expression of myself. It helps me communicate with myself more than others. You feel me? It helps me to be able to communicate with others, but by listening to myself, it puts me in the perspective of who I am and being able to, go out there and make that effective change in the places that I want to make that effective change. You feel me? So it's like music is, for me anyway, it's a passion. It's a way to just be able to open myself up a little bit more. I don't look at music as a way to get rich, you feel me? Because on some real shit, that's about relatability, you feel me? You gotta be able to relate to the artist that you building with or dealing with in order to be able to, for them to be able to help change you. I like for my music to be able to effectively help somebody in their mentality rather than, focus on the riches or this, that, and the third. I feel like stuff like that come when you actually put your craft and your passion together and take it seriously rather than doing it for the buck, doing it for just the love of the art is where I'm at, you feel me, with this.
Okay. So you have a particular mindset because I want to talk about mindset for like a little bit, right? So this is what you're doing right now. And what is, I guess, how do I put it? What is your feeling for going further? Because from your situation, a lot of people have negative mindsets, and you have a pretty positive mindset given life circumstances for you. How do you keep such a positive mindset, and what's your tip for like still grinding hard every day?
So could you ask that one more time?
What is your tip for grinding every day? Like, given your life circumstances, like things haven't been 100% perfect and aren't perfect for everybody, but you were like one of the most positive people I know. And so how do you
Oh, no.
keep like some of that positivity regardless of, certain circumstances and everything?
My thing is, man, life is too short to sit here and worry and dwell on all the negative stuff, man. You're gonna die one day. That's how I look at it, you feel me? And if I'm gonna die, my thing used to be, you feel me, what is the world gonna think about me, before I die? So I try to do a bunch of things that make the world look at me in a better light, but because I want to, not because I feel like I have to, you feel me? This is just things that I just like to do. It makes me feel good. But then I started to think, forget what the world is going to think about me, what my kids going to think about me when I die. So then it made me change my whole perspective on how I'm going to go about things. So my whole thing is just, it's about just doing what you know that you're supposed to do rather than what you feel that you have to do, because the thing that you're supposed to do are going to always bring the best outcome, even though you're going to have to go through some of the most strenuous things and struggles. Those things build you into something different and better. I like to go through I like to go through the turmoil because I know that I'm gonna come out stronger, sharper, wiser, smarter, feel me, and making better decisions if I actually learn from them. So I don't get into a position where I got this thought frame of, I'm a product of my environment, and everything that around me is going to make me. No, I got this mindset that my environment is a product of me. So anything that I put into my environment is going to be the things that attract to me. And those things that attract to me are going to be the things that I reflect into the world. And if you see that glimpse of yourself within me, then you'll attract to me as well. You feel me? And vice versa. So it's like, my whole thing is, at the end of the day, if I could reach one person and change them, you feel me, they are going to reach somebody and change them, and the cycle just continues. I like cycles like that rather than saying generational curses. I'm trying to create generational blessings. You feel me? So
okay. I like that. I like that. Generational blessings. So you've recently become a father, and they say kids are a blessing. What is it like trying to balance everything and fatherhood?
it's different. I'm only 4 months in. It's different. I don't like to put the burden on being a parent as if it's something that you shouldn't do, like, you feel me, or like it's something hard. I don't look at it as difficult, especially when you have a partner. Everybody doesn't have a partner to build with and go through the times and with, you feel me. It's just that, though, I'm doing all this for him, you feel me, so I can't sit here and make it like, dang, yo, it's getting harder or whatever. Nah, I just gotta go with the punches. Like, I'm a martial artist, you feel me? So I know that I gotta just be able to move in the proper, steps to be able to get myself into the position that I need to be, you feel me? So I can't sit here and worry about all the negative shit. Like I said, like I can't I just want to build something for him to be able to push, you feel me? And at the end of the day, it doesn't make it harder to go about doing my business. It actually makes it easier for me because it put me in a mind frame of being more strategic in the way that I go about things rather than just being impulsive and making moves based off of, oh yeah, it feels right. Sometimes you do got the right feeling, but those things that feel right can cost you if you haven't fully evaluated them and made sure that those things are going to actually benefit you. So, and my journey as a parent, he teaches me a lot about myself and how to respect him, by putting myself in different positions so that I don't endanger, my circumstances or my lifestyle and things of that nature. So I feel good as being the father.
Wow. I mean, would you say, what is the best part?
What's the best part?
Best part.
Every day when he wake up and I see him, he smile. And he either smile at me or his mom. So he happy, he love us. That's the best part for me. Just waking up and when he wake up, he's smiling. Every time he get brought to me, he's smiling when I go pick him up. He love me, you feel me? That's the best part for me. I know that there's genuine love out there for me, you feel me? Even if the world got a toxic view of love, I know when I go see him, it's all love, you feel me? Even when he in his moods, you feel me? It's all love. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my favorite part.
People can't see because it's the podcast and everything, and there's going to be no video version of it. But what you guys cannot see right now, what we can see is we both have on our own brands right now. So I'm wearing an Off Source hoodie, he's wearing a Kwaulity Made t-shirt, and I just want to take a moment to talk about, like, that's really what I like to see, like, within our community and everything, like to see us rocking our own brands and not worrying about like Gucci or like Prada or whatever people are wearing nowadays and everything like that, Balmains or whatever. And so like being like able to really have your own like thing, it's your own, like something to call like this is mine. Like, I don't really have hoodies for sale because it's like company wear kind of stuff, but yours are for sale. And I'll be getting one. And it's like, how does that feel for you? Like when you wear a Kwaulity Made t-shirt, like how do you feel when that's like, like this is like not only just a uniform, but like this is like just mine.
Shit. I feel like I'm creating a lifestyle for myself, I'm being more self-made, more self-sufficient when it comes to branding and marketing, but not just that, I always wanted to have clothes, but I didn't want to go and pay for, like you said, Gucci, Prada, all that. I never really was into stuff like that. So I always wanted that, like to have my own brands and things of that nature, and be able to push a line and things of that nature. So when I do put it on, I feel great. And the reason being is because I know every time that I do wear it, I'm a step closer to where I'm trying to be. And the reason being is because when I put it on, I feel like I have to move a certain way. You feel me? I have to be able to present myself in a certain way. I have to be able to articulate myself in a certain way when I'm wearing my brand. And then I also, like I said, I feel like I'm creating a lifestyle for myself to where all I do is wear nothing but local brands. I try anyway to wear nothing but local brands because that's Gucci to me. That's Prada to me. You feel me? I want to, those is my designers. You feel me? People that out here with me locally, you feel me? Whether they be a little bit above, majorly above, under, whatever, you feel me? I like to promote on and put on those people that I know that really need it. You feel me? That I could see myself building with in the future. So when I put this on, I feel like I'm a part of that circle, you feel me? Brand creators and, local influencers that become major influencers and things of that nature. So it's just a badge of honor for me, to be able to walk around with my own brand on.
I love it, like a badge of honor. So before we get you heading out of here and everything, what is one tip for getting it out the mud?
One tip for getting it out the mud is literally just stay consistent, man. Literally just stay consistent. When you got something going for yourself,
you got consistency. Believe. Remember when we was talking about that? Consistency.
Yeah. You got to believe in yourself. You feel me? Like you got to know that the thing that you pushing is it. You feel me? Like it's 7 billion people in the world, probably more. You feel me? Because, but you got to be able to know that if you keep working on the thing that you're pushing and you make sure that you on it, it's gonna eventually blow. Like it doesn't have to blow to the caliber that you thought. Like, you feel me? You don't have to become the next millionaire. Like if you become thousandaire, that's straight, because you could literally take those funds and invest into another project that you have that can potentially make you that millionaire. Everything happens for a reason. So when you go and you just remain consistent on your plan and your plot, your seeds will start to sprout and you'll get the fruit that you're looking for. But just understand that there are other means that you gotta get to be consistent. When you get there, you're gonna take another track, you're gonna take another route, you're gonna take another, route to success. You feel me? Your path is not the only way to success, but be consistent in the thing that you know that's yours, and it's gonna open up doors for you to go into so many other ways.
Hey Ramblers, that's it. Podcast is over. Don't leave yet though. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast, and follow us on YouTube at OffSource HQ. We'll see you next time.